Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'll just leave. I'll
Wait,
just
can
leave
you-
then.
Does it work? Hello? Can you hear the stream?
Oh
Like, it'll come through a little
wait,
bit.
stop. Stop. Yeah, I can. I can.
It works?
Mm.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it only shows your league thing.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. We're on.
Wow, 2 viewers.
Okay. I need to set up the channels. What do they do? Oh my god.
Wait, Darren, I can copy and paste the teams into the chat, and then they can organize it themselves.
Okay. Here, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.
No, I'll just do this.
Okay.
Right, who's the top laner?
I need to make a text chat. Like, I need to make a new role. So where are the people that are trying out? Are they online?
They're in the lobby right now.
Not all of them are online.
Not all of them,
Can
but
you
like.
invite me? To the thing?
Yeah.
So I can...
Yeah, I invited you.
Wait. We don't have any top laner.
Are they all good to go?
And the audio's on?
Alright, we're live.
Yeah. Yeah, audio's on.
Hey guys, looks like we're live. What's the delay on the stream?
I don't know.
It's like a few seconds.
Yeah, it's a couple seconds.
I haven't heard me say anything yet, so.
Wait.
How could anybody miss your beautiful?
Wait,
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, the Euro band.
Okay. Target Vans.
That's probably a band towards Brendan, honestly, because
Wait.
like for Brendan top lane, like
Wait, Darren, don't cast off the League of Legends client because the stream is.
Wait,
no, never mind. I take that back.
Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, because like the couple times that like Brendan played top lane, like he's basically played only Fiora.
There's no delay.
Great. Let's start casting. Not man.
Yeah. Wait, who's
It looks like
that?
they're banning out Jared or Arthur Cody. To be fair, he's the only guy like on the team who's playing his actual role.
Nice.
I probably should have changed that, but although to be fair, we didn't have that many AD players. Surprising, there's no like ardent support bands right now.
I don't know. I feel like the only worthy man is like,
we must.
outside of that, not a
And
lot.
Jana Soraka and Lulu are both all really good right now.
I don't know if Rocka's worth the van. I think Lou and Jana are though.
Let's see. It's at least 10 bands. Hey, see?
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Maybe they're listening to our advice on the stream. Who knows, dude? Maybe they're cheating.
They're
in
just
this
ghosting.
trial.
They're just ghosting the stream.
Oh, did you guys already talk about the Lee Sin ban? That's an interesting one coming out of the red team.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like. I mean, I'm not sure about about the other team, but I don't think they have any really big Lee Sin players.
Yeah, I mean, in the current meta, it almost feels like a target ban. It's just not a general purpose.
I think he's alright if other things.
Oh wow, bold Yasuo ban coming out.
And a bold
Well, to
rhythm
be
pick
fair,
to follow.
Rice, otherwise known as Aya, is impetus for feeding on Yasuo's. So if anything, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Oh,
that they
Shaco locks in Shaco. I didn't see that one coming.
did. He's apparently he's support, I believe, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, he told me he main Shaco support, so I'm actually kind of interested to see what that looks like.
For our viewers that are just joining us, we're casting the MVHS Esports League of Legends tryouts for the 2017-18 school year.
Wait, that's actually super scary. Like, Brendan is known for like picking full AD German and just one-shotting everybody.
Actually, one other thing Brendan was picking was like fully down his Tryout. It seemed pretty good, but I don't know. That would be something else.
Yeah, in that game I remember he killed Warwick, I think 8 times in the first 15 minutes. It was pretty ridiculous.
So, getting
Darren,
back
any thoughts on that pick or no?
getting back on topic. Let's see. I'm not sure. I mean, personally, I'd pick like because they picked something so aggressive as like Jarvan.
Fiddlesticks to Leah. This team was trying to cut off and flank and go at it. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I actually really like the Fiddlesticks because it's really nice into the Jarvan, especially like early on when Jarvan relies on getting early kills so he can snowball into some of his into some of his time spikes. And if you have a fear that can stop Jarvan from defusing you for a couple seconds, that can actually be really big. I think the only thing Team 1 needs left is a tank or some sort of frontline to round out the conflict.
Sejuani and Sirit. I like that. That's sick. That's the team that's just trying to go ham.
Yeah, that's actually a really scary team. Although it focuses mainly around Brendan.
Wait, so where is Rice going? I'm a little lost on the picks from
Right?
I don't
I
know.
believe he's jungling.
Oh, he's
And that's a
jungling?
jungle Zed locked in.
I mean, I've seen jungle casting like another mid lane assassin that seemed alright, but like jungle Zed.
I
Yikes.
don't know, man. To be fair,
Do you two have any thoughts on the?
I
Oh,
know.
it looks like a Zaya pick.
Hey,
I mean, since it's Armor Toady, he's probably just gonna feed on that pick, so it don't matter.
that is true.
Muffins are us hovering Heimerdinger. I kind of like this pick actually, with such a dive-heavy team comp coming from blue side, and he switches off to Orianna.
I mean, it's safe. It's good, and it's really really nice. It rounds off the team comp they have pretty nicely.
So let's talk win conditions.
I mean, I think for blue side, they scale pretty decently. Wait, but Fiddlesticks has class.
Not as well as red side. I mean,
think red side's got
has
good. Yeah, they got Sivir, Ori, Sedge, Jarvan. They're gonna. I think the mid game, but
in a tank.
I think the wild card for this entire game. There's actually two. It's gonna be the Shaco, and the Zed jungle. Like even the Fiddlesticks support. Like you don't know what they can do.
The wild card.
The wild card, man.
The wild card.
It can do anything. It can be great. It can win them the game. Imagine a Fiddlesticks ult after a Talia wall cut off. Whew, it's gonna do a lot of
I
damage.
feel like blue team would be a really strong 1-3-1 or really strong split push composition compared as they have Talia and Zed, both of which are really good alone in the side lane. Well, I think the red team will probably be looking more to 5v5 and scale up.
Oh, for sure, and that's why I really like this Zaya pick, because in a team with very little CC, or I mean peel and CC, you have self peel for getting away from this Sejuani Sivir engage.
Oh, that's true. With blue team seems more of like a steamroll. Like we're gonna hope to get kills early and just hope that like we don't get into late game.
I think it'd be interesting if we see an invade come out of either of these teams, but I don't think the level 1 5v5 coordination is going to be all there.
I mean, Talia, Fiddlesticks, and Riven are both
Right. Blue
like,
team has
really
a very
good
strong.
invades.
Yeah, blue team has a very strong level 1, but I'm not sure if a Zed jungle would want to risk an invade.
To be fair, if you're playing Zed jungle, like, you kind of need to take those risks to make sure that you don't become like irrelevant later on. Although we're just waiting for the spectator delay.
Yeah, it's really hard to. We would be doing more speculation for those of you tuning in on stream, but it's very hard to say how this is going to turn out because neither team is a very traditional team comp.
I got a question. What's the spectator delay? Because I got NA for both. So I don't actually know what the delay is.
Yeah, I'm getting nan.
Nan. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it usually comes out to 3 minutes.
Oh, so how are you doing today, Alan?
Great, actually. I got some rest before this stream to prepare for casting. What about you?
I'm doing great. I had a piano lesson in the morning. I'm very sad that I didn't get to see Jared get pimped out by the team.
We
Those
got
of you don't know.
Oh, and we're hopping into game right now, so that's enough of Darren for one day.
For those who don't know, Arbor Toady, otherwise known as Jared,
was not a
went to
real boy
clothes
until
shopping.
today.
Went to do some
Not
clothes
know how
shopping
to
earlier
dress.
today.
So the boy Muffin Russ and we helped him out.
Wasn't Rice there too? I feel like Rice was there too.
Rice was there, but he was just a clothes rack. You just
Where'd
held
you guys
stuff.
go?
I think that might be a metaphor for this game, depending on how the jungle matchup plays out.
Where'd you guys shop? Actually,
It's like Uniqlo.
Okay, I think we can talk about this later.
the game hasn't even loaded in yet, dude. Relax.
And we're in.
Oh wait, is it loaded for me?
I'm getting some freezing here.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything show up.
I got working in-game tips. I got a black, like, it's all dark, like fog of war everywhere. Is that the same for you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're seeing something.
We're in it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Probably just a little bit delayed.
Oh, we're gonna hide the chat because that is not appropriate language. Thank you, Mucho Rojo, for that quick tip.
Ah, yeah, come on.
Let's see. Relatively standard. I mean, nothing out of the blue. You have quite on Shaco support, which is kind of weird, especially because after they buffed
Okay.
Baldur's Edge, you would expect with an ignite exhaust super aggro support that you'd want to go for that extra AP.
Chris, we're gonna need you to leave it on directed camera just so we all have the same
30 seconds.
stream viewing.
Dust it off. Get down with me.
But it doesn't seem like blue team is going on an invade. Of anything, it looks like red team is playing a little more aggressively. Although you see Shaco trying to bush cheese, try and brush.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. It doesn't look like blue team has vision on this, but they have been pinging it repeatedly.
Yeah, so maybe, I mean, maybe they know, or maybe they suspect that Shaco's trying to push cheese that.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the Shaco maybe does this fairly often.
Like a lot.
His placing of traps is actually very interesting because usually you want to go for a triangle, but it's usually set up slightly differently because I think these first two will fear them away.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We'll see.
Okay, so standard leash coming out of both blue and red team.
Oh yeah.
Fiddle face checking the bush and
Oh wait. Is he
gets
gonna-
feared in.
I mean, Shaco has ignite.
Yeah, could go for something here. Chooses
They're
to
actually
hold both
really big.
summoners.
They can force with that sort of health advantage. You can easily force a bot lane level 2, an early level 2.
Yeah, as you can see, Fiddle's popped both pots already. The other thing to notice right here is we actually have a Spell Thief's Edge Fiddlesticks versus a Coin Shaco. It'll be interesting to see how the gold plays out in this lane.
I'm more interested in the refillable potion. You don't really buy refillable potion that early as support, as it's not that great in the early stages of playing, and you'd rather get the potions. And generally when you get refillables that early, that's generally a sign of being super greedy.
Definitely, and I think I see it a lot when you want to get off an early roam and then back.
Oh. Mid lane trading pretty interesting. Both. Oh, it looks like Muffins is higher. Will have higher point total or higher HP because he still has one more clock. For the most part, it looks like the biggest lead right now is in top lane. Brendan or Physic is currently up 5ish CS.
Oh, but we're seeing a gank up here. Dead jungle coming up. Physics forced to flash.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very smart game plan. Physic or Brendan is known to be a really he is high diamond. He's known to be a very, very good player who can hard carry points. Let's see. It looks like they're gonna dive him. I'm not
I think
sure.
it's a little bit risky. Jarvan's well known for getting out of dive situations.
they don't have any hard CC um or like a really good way to reset turret aggro. So
Jarvan's W actually scales in health, in shield with the amount of enemies nearby.
I believe we'll just nerf that. But yeah, it's still really good when it comes to like countering out. Let's see. It looks like. Well, I think a big thing to watch for this game is top lane, especially with Brendan, because Brendan is known to be a very, very snowbally player, or a player that can snowball really, really well and take over a game. So I think a big part of this competition is Brendan as Jarvan enabling the rest of his team. Because the biggest, like, one of the biggest initiation tools is...
Oh, looks like a hard getting fought. Sejuani was feared back toward the turret. He doesn't come out, steps under tower, gets stunned.
Yeah, that seems like a little bit of miscommunication right there. I think Sejuani went really hard, and the bottom wasn't able to back him up. Yeah, but yeah, I still think at the end, back to my original point, I think the biggest like a lot of this this red team revolves around this Jarvan. You have Sivir, who can speed up Sejuani for the initiation, but for the most part, the biggest combo you're looking off to get is a Sivir speed up into Ori Jarvan.
And I think this goes back to your point of how the two teams are going to play out. Jarvan, although he has a very strong laning matchup, most of the time doesn't scale into a side lane split push as well as Riven does. And likely won't be able to match Riven as the game goes on. So we're probably going to see Physic needing to be the catalyst for roaming and movement around the map and forcing fights.
Yeah. Also, looking at the jungle matchup, you can definitely see the jungle Zed struggling to get off the ground. He is down about like half the CS, or he's about 20 CS, and he's almost getting doubled by the Sejuani.
I don't think I can pull up gold values for you guys on the stream here, but it looks like Riven's gonna go down in this gank.
It was nice. Really good layering of CC. They made sure that Riven was not able to get out of that. In terms of the jungle, Sejuani is up currently about almost 400, 500 gold.
500 gold ahead, yeah. Definitely something to be considered. Sejuani doesn't have a particularly strong...
Oh, DC.
Yeah, it looks like he went AFK there. Again, Sejuani has a very strong early clear, Zed not so much. And it doesn't look like that's going to cost Red Team that much. The wave gets pushed under turret and looks like Sivir's able to clean it up.
I mean, if you look at this, you see that Ori has a lot of mid priority. So I think Sejuani should look to invade. The Zed, considering how much the mid lane and also how much the top lane is pushing.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten a good look at mid lane yet on the stream, but it's very interesting to see that Ori is actually being able to push out Talia in this matchup.
Yeah. I think the matchup itself is relatively even.
Yeah, it's very even, and it's a fairly passive matchup where both parties are usually looking to shove out as quickly as possible to deny roam.
Although I'm surprised that
Oh, action coming in. Riven looks to be roaming down. A good Sejuani counter gank.
Did Riven TP in, or do you know?
I don't think she TP'd in there. I think she ran it. Shockwave connecting. Zed looks for the whatever the hell his Q's called.
It's called like Shadow Shuriken or something.
We here.
Death Shuriken? Chris, what is Zed's Q called?
Isn't it?
Oh, Razor Shuriken. It's
Oh,
Razor
yeah,
Shuriken.
How we doing? I'm back.
We're doing great. I mean, for the most part, this game is actually relatively even. I think the biggest discrepancy you see is, I think you see the jump and Zen not exactly working out that well.
I think it has potential. It's down only 30 CS, but hey, as long as you board and can play
Well,
tank.
the other thing to consider is
Down 1,000 gold by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I take back everything I said. It's just that this Zed pick is just not working out. You're right.
the thing to consider about Zed is it's not just about how far he's down compared to his counterpart. It's about how much he's down compared to the people he needs to be assassinating. So mid lane Zed gets a lot of resources funneled into him, and honestly, this team comp doesn't look that great for Zed. He's got a Sivir on one end and no other priority target to assassinate, besides maybe Orianna, depending on how this game plays out. Oh, and wow.
That was a lot of
Chico
damage.
just goes.
Very
Armor Turdy going aggressive, doesn't have E up.
Oh,
what
Goes
a
for the E5.
beast.
That's a hypey play.
Armor Toadie's an animal.
what else do
Disgusting.
you expect from the AD carry of the MVHS esports league team?
Such a distinguished player, has really made a name for himself.
Other than feeding in our actual matches, but hey, he's doing well here. That's what matters.
We are a family-friendly and family-positive stream.
Your comments in the chat says otherwise.
Yeah, so Xayah able to finish her Essence Reaver by 11 minutes. That's really important, not just for trades, but also for establishing priority.
What is priority?
Oh, I think that's a great thing we can talk about after this fight mid. A nice seismic shove pulls Ori back into... Oh, and the 1v1
Rice trying
solo
to steal
kill.
the kill, man.
Luckily, Zed's ult doesn't go on cooldown if the person dies while casting.
Although it was a really good, trade by Magma.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So, the Talia actually held the seismic shove there until she was sure that she could land it, which was very important for actually getting the better of that trade.
Yeah. It looks like Physic is trading. I think
Forces out the Riven ult.
the
It looks like Riven was thinking about going aggressive there, but decided against it.
Yeah. It looks like this Shaco support is focused mainly on camping that does. But for the
And it
most
doesn't seem to be too effective.
yeah.
Hey, but maybe we don't know if this is an early game pick. For all we know, it scales very well. I haven't seen Chico support personally. I don't know what it builds. I don't know what it does, but the power of surprise can be very strong.
Zed's looking for a gank. Top lane takes the blast cone over, finds the pink ward.
And Sejuani is ganking from the back, but I'm not sure if they can do this with the.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this actually turns out. Xayah's still holding ult. Sejuani gets feared back. Sivir looking for something. Xayah ults. Holds E. Oh, look at that turnaround.
Yeah. Although that was a very weird gank. It's again this communication discrepancy. I think the Sejuani needs to be more clear about.
Well, I think the other issue is that Fiddle support here actually makes it a very important point, which is that he's able to fear Sejuani out, so it's actually hard for Sejuani to get that initial engage down without using ult from range.
True.
So usually Sejuani...
I think once as soon as Shaco died, I think they need to back off.
Oh, definitely. Usually Sejuani is a primary initiator, but the bot lane actually lacks a lot of CC to set up ganks in this case, because Fiddle's able to fear Sejuani away. Little tussle in the river.
But again,
Sejuani gets the better.
Again, we see the problems with Zed jungle. Like, even though he's a assassin,
Oh, but looks like they're collapsing onto Sejuani. Hunter Killer forced to flash out.
that was a good collapse. Because it was very obvious that Sejuani really wanted to fight over this thing.
Why does Rice's name have a Y in it?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to be edgy.
Zed goes for the ult, looks for 3 shurikens. Deathmark procs no way out of here for Zed, except he takes the blast cone over.
Brendan goes in for the kill. Yeah, although, stuff.
What a bottom lane.
Oh, actually, for the disengage, Riven still got the ulti.
It looks like
Brendan flashes out, goes back in.
Oh. It looks like Oriental went back mid after that fight. I think there's more communication discrepancies among the red team.
I actually like that play because I think Oriana is more. It's more important for her to shove out that lane than to.
Can Sedge do this blue buff? Or this red buff?
It's a real question.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. I was getting a little hypey there. Oh, and a set played by the Shaco, but he's low HP.
Top lane.
I don't know about this one.
I don't know if you two noticed, but Shaco actually had 2 longswords in his inventory and now has a revolver. So last time I checked, those 2 things don't build into each other.
Maybe it's like the early game AD trading, and then you just like.
Yeah, so it looks like an interesting choice.
Oh, that was an unnecessary heal, but it was still a good fight.
It was still a good turnaround.
I'd rather be like the Ori. These better be safe than sorry. I feel that.
That's definitely true.
Oh, is that going in the kill? It hits one of 3 shurikens, but doesn't matter. How well do you think the Zed jungle will scale into the other?
So Chris, you may not have been here, but we actually had a conversation about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you mind going over it again?
No problem at all. So, Darren, you want to summarize?
Yeah, so this is actually my point I was talking about. I think red team has a much better 1-3-1 split push composition because they have like really good and really safe champions in the side lanes. Like,
definitely. And the thing about Zed, is that when he team fights, he has to find an assassination and get out. So most of the time you see Zed in more of a split push role, but I don't think there's actually a split pusher on the side of red team that Zed can match in this 1v1 side lane.
Caught here. Okay, no, I thought she was. Oh wait, Shaco stepped up. Oh, a fight in the
another really big thing about this red team is that they don't have any they don't have a lot of CC for the Xayah. Considering Xayah is the main threat on their team. Like all the CC that they could use to catch us are relatively telegraphed.
It's very hard to force a fight from red team unless they get a wombo combo onto multiple members of the blue team. I think, especially for Xayah, we'll have to see if Armor Toady makes any mistakes and gets caught out, because I don't think there's a great way for red team to force this onto him.
I think this game will be a real test of Armor Toadie's positioning, which is known to be very good around these parts.
I think if Xayah just picks up the QSS, like she's chilling with the Xayah ult, you can.
Right, but is Armor Toady known to go for team-oriented buys like QSS?
I mean, he bought Runans once on Caitlyn. That's a wave.
Wow, that is an extremely
team-oriented
buy
from him. So hey, you never know.
It's true. For the most part, it seems like there's.
Zed looking for a play down on Sivir. Gets in.
Good.
She's holding spell shield. Gets popped this time on that spell shield.
Actually, you have to spell shield the initial, not the damage.
Yeah, that's very true. But I don't think she expected the initial burst to come out before the ulti.
Oh, I thought Zed had a Dusk Blade. That was just.
It was a very good side lane roam by the Zed, but at the same time, I think the Sivir need to be careful farming that far down in bot lane without any vision.
Also, if you look at the map, red side has significant vision in their bot side jungle, but not so much in that entrance from river.
Although we've been talking a lot about Xayah and her lead, it looks like top lane and Brendan has been amassing a really big CS deficit.
I mean, it's very comparable to Zaya's lead, and I think that Jarvan with a CS lead is nowhere near as impactful in a team fight as Zaya.
That's true. I think a big part about Jarvan is
But
it's kind of like his one-shot potential, and
yeah,
I think
very true.
I think he needs to get a couple items for him to really use.
That said, I think that it's important for Brennan to actually go for the upgraded Tiamat here because he needs to extend this lead he has over top lane as long as possible, because at some point Riven will be able to match him in a 1v1, and then it'll be a lot harder for red team to be able to control side lanes.
Oh, that was
Oh, a hyphy play by red team, but nothing actually connects. And we didn't see that, but Jarvan actually gets out from the Zaya roam. An interesting choice to have your AD roam top. But it looks like they might get a tower out of it.
I actually never saw the comp. There's actually a really nice composition by the red team. In addition to Jarvan, delivering the Orianna ult, you could have an invisible Orianna ult come out through the Shaco. Although I think once if Shaco completes his ancient coin into a talisman, I think that's actually a very deadly combo.
That's true, but it's also important to note that we have a very interesting... Oh, and we've got action down on bot lane. Zed actually going to hold the ult in that situation. I think a smart play overall. Like I was talking about before we got interrupted, it's important to talk about how the team fight plays out position-wise, because we have a very distinct back and front line from the blue team. Darren, any thoughts on the matter?
I think a big thing about the bot lane is that there used to be a very big goal differential for the in terms of the jungle matchup. But there used to be a very big goal differential in the jungle matchup, but because Ryze has been able to
No, I don't.
Yeah, to second that, Zed was able to get a few picks, which is very important for him to be able to scale up. Actually goes back into the shadow, gets popped.
Risky play.
Yeah, that's my point. I think a big thing about it was Lucas has been getting caught out. And I think, especially like as a Sivir, it's more important to group with your team than rather be farming a side lane.
Oh, completely. Group with your team, and also Sivir should really never be caught out with all the
flashing by Talia, but
interesting fight in the mid lane.
Even had
Again,
feel for that.
It's important not to get caught out as Sivir because you really have the luxury of pushing lanes very quickly and being able to back off with mobility.
Something interesting about this game, there are no locket purchases or no redemption purchases, and there's no vows.
Oh, support on support action here.
I mean, to be fair, I think support. I mean, especially with the support Shaco, vow or redemption or locket isn't something you generally do.
Oh, and a diamond to armor. Looks like Hunter Killer might be caught out here. Oh, there he goes. What could happen now? Are they gonna look at Baron? What do you think? I think Baron's definitely possible now.
Yeah. I mean, there's a pretty significant like big gold lead, I think. Although I think with Red Team's composition and how Wabo combo oriented there, I think
Gets feared out. If Fiddle ult there? No. Okay, I thought Fiddle ulted there. But he just got popped. And Rice seems to be caught out or looking for a pick on the side. Doesn't have Death Mark though. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, Rice's positioning does not seem the greatest.
Well, actually gets the heal out of Orianna. It was really important in that team fight to note that even though Fiddle did get popped by the Jarvan, he was able to get both his Sphere and Exhaust off, which meant that Jarvan really couldn't go any further. So I think they're gonna turn on to the top side jungle here. Maybe get push out top lane and set up for Dragon.
Start to develop some more vision control.
Very true, Darren. Can you tell us a little more about vision control and objective-based games?
Yeah. So generally, what happens when you establish vision?
Oh, and this is a prime example of what to do when you don't have vision control.
Wait, what does that mean?
Fiddle looks for
Get caught
a
out?
ward in the jungle. Actually, face checks the bush that Sejuani's sitting in.
Yeah, I think vision control in this game is going to be really important for the blue team because I think they can't. I think if it's much riskier for them to start Baron, considering how long
They're really good flank setups with Fiddlesticks and Talia Wall, so if they can just get one side pool of vision in one area, then they can just win some team fights pretty handily.
Although speaking of good flanks, that was a very nice collapse from the blue team onto the Orianna, which allows them to free up the And this is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning. I think although blue team's a very good split push team, I think again one of their big win conditions was the fact that like if they got a very early lead, because they have so much damage, they can burst down a lot of red teams off.
Hey, so we're actually have a pretty small. Oh, and action onto Armor Toadie's forced to ult. Jarvan still has the ultimate ability, chooses not to use it. Back out to his flag.
Aya going in. Aya go down?
And
No.
this is exactly the problem with full AD Jarvan is that you get that initial off, and if you don't initially kill somebody, you essentially become a very squishy person with no cooldowns in the middle of the team.
Also, Jarvan is usually part of a two-step engage, but in this case, Sejuani was not able to engage with Jarvan, which is the usual combo, or a Galio or something
also,
like
it seemed
that.
like Orianna wasn't there.
Yeah. And we have the luxury of having a pretty small stream right now, which means we can interact with our viewers. Does anybody want to make a prediction in the chat about who's gonna win the game? You can comment #redwin or #bluewin.
Well, it seems quite obvious that blue team's going, so I'm gonna #bluewin. Yeah.
You can also tell us what we can improve about our casting. Do you want to see more play-by-play action? Oh, and it looks like there's a chat in the are you guys seeing this? A chat in the all chat?
Oh, I took away the all chat because we had some inappropriate, not safe for stream phrases. So, you guys want to inform me on it or no?
I think somebody's talking. I can't actually see it because of my overlay, but I think somebody's talking about nerfing Ironbeak.
Is that a Hearthstone reference?
Ironbeak?
Well, when I think of Ironbeak, I think of owls.
Yeah. Ironbeak Owl? Dude, it got nerfed already. It used to be 2 mana 2/1. Now it's 3 mana 2/1. Come on.
Wow. Yeah, you know, and this really represents the trend in Hearthstone that they've been going through, nerfing silences and
So I think what blue team should be looking to do to close out this game is set up vision control around Baron. Oh, but actually Mucho Rojo getting caught out in the jungle. Jarvan, without using the ultimate ability, goes down. Didn't have flash
Riven
available.
going in also in the top lane.
It looks very uncoordinated, actually.
Doesn't eat the box shot, but is there going to be a clash from blue team? Look at the flank setup. Oh, there's one box. Is that another? Oh, going in from Shaco, but it looks like his play was in there.
And going back to the Jarvan fight, like yet again, if Jarvan can't get that initial pop off, right, he is essentially a very squishy member in the lane.
I'm actually curious if blue team can do this, Baron. They're not very tanky, so who can soak this? Oh, ultimate coming off for 720, the ball to cut off the segment. Great clash from blue team, but do they go for Baron still? Orianna has the ult, Sivir heading in that direction. Oh, but Mucho Rojo coming in with the flank Fiddlesticks. Silence
are getting caught out.
Orianna can't do anything there. So, you guys want to talk about builds this game? I'm a little does anyone have any input on the Shaco build? I'm fine with Protobot. I'm a little curious on Boots of Swiftness.
Well, I think what it really allows you to do is to get that maneuverability around the team fight. So Shaco, of course, not going to be a huge damage threat later on. Needs to get those boxes down behind enemy lines.
Okay, okay.
Really interesting. Actually, use Proto Belt mid lane to clear out CS. I think overall a decent play gets the minions to tower.
Really establishes that minion priority.
Hey, Darren, could you tell me what minion priority is for the people?
Oh, well, actually, it feels like blue team is starting to learn.
Yeah, blue team doesn't even think about priority in this play.
They'll start
Brennan
and
looks
go
over
in.
the wall for the Q, doesn't find it. Rice with a nice smite out from Zed.
That was a really smart pick considering, I think Red Team didn't have enough vision to react.
Yeah, I think it was definitely smart to rush it there, but it was still a little risky giving the 50-50 over with very little control around the pit. Especially with an equal level smite.
But I think the only person that really reacts to that Brandon was
So one thing to note though is that blue team did not establish priority before that Baron call, so they actually lost mid lane outer for that. Which is one important example of why lane priority is so important.
This game finished actually. But the other one.
What's up?
The game actually finished, so I think blue.
Well, actually, let's not give any spoilers. Let's continue to cast the game because for our viewers that are still engrossed in our League of Legends content,
Nice.
we wouldn't want them to miss anything. One thing that important to note is that Red Team has funneled a lot of their lane CS into their Sejuani, which is pretty out of the ordinary. Usually you want it on your carries.
I think in general, I think Red Team has failed to execute a very strong team fight, even though given the composition. I think,
Definitely. I don't think they got one coordinated team fight, and maybe that's because blue team just picked them apart early on, but maybe that's for other reasons.
Yeah,
It seemed like Brennan was the primary initiator and sort of the person taking the initiative to do things, but didn't have a lot of follow-up. Yeah. Sorry, Darren, I didn't mean to cut you off there. What were your thoughts on the matter?
It's all okay, my man. Oh, it looks like they're going in.
Oh, gets a nice pick on Talia.
Just not enough damage to kill.
Yeah, Armor doesn't do enough damage at all to kill Armor. Totally going for the flash. Not sure if that was necessary.
Oh, whiffs on the zone, just very unfortunate. It looks like.
It looks like. Oh, Rice makes it out with a sliver of health. Gets killed by Shaco. It looks like blue team's actually gonna take the W on this one. Can we talk about standout players? Who do you think performed well?
I think Armor Toady.
Armor Toady guy was.
Well, we can't actually talk about Armor Toady.
But getting a kill and Fountain killing.
Yeah, actually, really great play from Armor Toady, but I'm not sure we can talk about him at the stream.
Why not, man? Come on,
so for those of you who don't know,
I'll do a tournament draft because I think 3 bans was too.
Oh, are we playing again? Okay, we actually have a request to look at the damage graph. Chris, do you want to pull that up on the stream?
Yes, sir. Some kid named Rice messaged me. So we can see here the Xayah Armor Toady really showing his dominance. 27k damage. That almost doubles the most damage dealt from purple side or red team, which was
and you can really see how effective the assassins on blue team were because Sivir was not able to get out as much damage as even the Jarvan top lane, which is pretty uncharacteristic.
Let's check some other stats here. Who was the main tank for blue team? We talked about them not being very tanky compared to red team.
That's a great observation, Chris. Can you tell us who it was?
It seems like it was Zed. I think also Zed had the most deaths, so that might have a correlate. Oh no, it did not, but Zed was going in a lot for that Sivir, took some turret shots. But the true standout for damage taken was the Sejuani, taking 33,000 damage. That's insane. That's probably all from Zaya hitting those big crits.
Yeah, dude. Although I think I'm really disappointed in. I think the red team. There's a couple players I really expected to do really well.
That's true, and we can talk about that. As we're setting up the next game, I think we might want to run an ad or pause the stream super quick.
Run an ad. Boy, if you don't. Alright, we're gonna be right back. back for game 2. What do you guys think? Guys think we're gonna see some
Cool
new bands?
Uh,
Like a same band,
the-
Fiora?
Chris. The slideshow is still on.
Fine, I'll just be over here. Sharpening.
All right, for our viewers here who came for the slideshow, stay for the games. Your caster's back out here. It's Alan. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Let's make tracks.
Oh, it's Chris, staff member. It's lit.
It's Darren, the best support player in North America. Otherwise known as Europe.
It's just business.
Oh, here, this one? Yeah, I
Best
see.
support in North America. Can I change that phrase to most passive support in North America, please? Thank you.
Well, it looks like they have some very strong bands. I think, Armor Totally definitely popped off on Cyan last game, so I think banning that was very smart.
The taste of coward.
Oh, we're doing 5 bands this time?
Yeah.
Ooh, double.
Nice.
That's a triple target ban. 2, I think, aimed at Armor Toady, and 1 aimed at Shaking.
Ooh, the Maokai has been like a very strong pick the past couple.
Is that gonna go top lane or jungle? What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Right now, what do you predict?
I predict that go support, maybe.
Support. You sure need a trade, man?
Oh.
Wait, what is this YOLO thing?
Oh, the Ballista bot lane. Callista Blitzcrank.
Dude, that's a throwback. Throwback to double lift and afro move. Pulling that out.
Yeah. I mean, Callista and this actually looks like looks a lot more. This looks a lot closer to it in LC first game. Callista and Blitzcrank have been pretty high priority in professional play due to their proactivity and playmaking. But yet again, you see these hyper aggressive from the red team that seem to focus around Jared Beastie.
You know what I just realized, Darren? Can we touch on this? There was a Nidalee ban. How strong? I think Nidalee is very strong in the current meta. Can apply Ardent Sensor, can get that Athenes and ramp up your AD carry and just smack down turrets with a Lich Boom. What do you think about it, Darren?
I don't think it's very. I don't think Nidalee is very strong right now. I think a very important stat to have in League of Legends.
Alan, you care to elaborate?
Understood.
And the quality is interesting. I think Lucas may not have realized that there's a second round of bans.
Yeah, there are little orange bits in my yogurt, so I'm taking a break for a sec. Hold on.
Okay. And shout out to the orange bits. I don't know what they are, but shout out to them.
A shout out.
I'll be fuddling.
Oh, okay.
Heimer,
alright.
who is that targeted at?
Looks like that was targeted at the Paul's hover. Not that Paul, by the way, that's Muffins R Us. But it's kind of interesting because he's already actually picked the champion.
Yeah. Well, it could be. I think. Wait, when the timer runs down, is it a?
As you wish.
Okay, well, Lucas definitely knows that the ban. Although I don't know, I'm not sure about this Muppet Throw counter. I think last game Muppet Throw actually didn't do that well, and he actually lost. I think the game could have been a lot worse for mid lane because he almost died a couple times. And he didn't really play that well last game. He wasn't able to get a lot of those big initiations, so we'll see how well he'll be able to play. Oh, Brendan pulling out his signature ribbon pick.
Is that a trade though? What if it goes to Muffin Russ or Rice? You never know, man. I know Rice plays ribbon.
Rice, for those who don't know, is a hard-stuck Diamond 5 player.
Diamond 3, don't disrespect my boy. Dude.
Known to one trick only Riven and Yasuo. The most stereotypical, bad League player that there is in this game.
Damn, that's harsh. Man, I'm gonna counter back, man. Rice?
Oh, a Tryndamere pick.
Ooh. Alan, I know you were playing Tryndamere a bit.
Yeah, actually, we can talk about the Tryndamere Riven matchup. Kind of rough for Tryndamere.
You can't
Hey,
remember
and
why.
actually, Rice is messaging me right now about the comments I made, and I think this shows how Rice has a really bad mentality. So it
Man,
gets so really hard.
hey, let's get some votes in the chat, actually. Do we have people in the chat? Press 1 if you want to kick Darren off casting for flaming one of the people that are trying out, man. That's just disrespectful.
Press 2 if press 2 if you want to keep me.
Yeah, we can actually do a caster shuffle here.
Hey, dude, even this Dracat guy realizes that Bryce is hard stuck. Caster XD.
Wait, that looks like a 4-1 vote.
Wait a second.
Rice seems unable to count the votes. That's 4-1.
Well, it doesn't discount for the fact that Rice is being very toxic.
MVHS Esports Club with the vote.
Dang, dude, that's crazy.
It looks like the overwhelming majority wants Darren off the stream.
Yeah, that's harsh.
Hey,
But you know what?
I call voter fraud.
Even though we said that,
so many people voted twice.
We'll keep Darren on the cast, but Darren, let's watch your mouth, man. Don't flame our players, dude. That's disrespectful for someone to play so passive in our games. Sorry, my mic bugged out there. Got a little loud.
Oh yeah, it was really weird. It made you kind of make it like it was kind of passive, but like I know what you're trying to say though.
So we're waiting for spectator delay. If anyone wants to message me with jokes to tell the stream, I'm ready and willing. I've already got a few people on the hook.
Jokes? Oh, I have some jokes. Let's see. Do you guys know that I failed my final exam on Greek mythology? It has always been my Achilles
heel.
My Achilles heel.
There you go. I actually got one message to me by an anonymous source. One viewer says, "I have joke. Darren's gameplay."
Two.
Oh wow, dude! Don't you know you can't flame a caster like that. That is toxic.
Man, why can't we flame a caster if you're gonna flame one of the players? That's messed up.
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly? You're the one who flamed a player.
Hey, did you guys know that I never wanted to believe my dad was stealing things at his job as a road worker. When I got home, all the signs were.
Yeah, start pressing 1, people. Remember.
Imagine if America switched from pounds to kilograms overnight. There would be mass confusion.
Darren, can you stop looking at jokes on the internet? You have to find friends who'll give you jokes. Here, I got one from a lovely viewer. This viewer says, "What did the sheep say to the other sheep who was trying to steal his significant other? Back up."
Nice.
I accidentally combined Fahrenheit and milliliters. FML.
I got a joke for you.
What?
It's a little bit of a turn on an earlier joke we heard. You ready for it, Darren?
Yeah.
You're casting.
Wow, wait, you're talking to me and saying that, that I'm flaming people, you're flaming me.
Man,
oh, okay. Looks like we're hopping into game right now. Hey, by the way, are all our viewers from Mountain View High School?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good to chat where you guys are from.
Yeah, that's good to know because as you guys
know, like the demographics of the chat.
Yeah, as you guys know, Mountain View High School has a very strong like club focus, and there are a lot of very interesting clubs on campus.
Oh yeah, and
Wow,
guys.
wait, yeah, Al, is there a specific cultural club that celebrates diversity and inclusion?
What you know what they say about cultural clubs? They do the best parties.
Yeah, like Mandarin Club, I heard those parties are lit. Like they have fried rice there. It's so good, dude. And it's a chill
Mandarin
time.
Club.
And we're not talking about fried the Blitzcrank support on Red, like full on like cooked by Chris.
Excuse me, I cooked it too.
Man, Darren, you just burned some onions. Stop talking.
For those of you who don't know, the next social for Mandarin Club is actually gonna be at Darren Liu's house.
His love mansion, might I add.
And we're getting into game now, but as Brendan Ribbon hops on over to lane, you can also hop on over to Darren's.
You can hop on over to the Mandarin Club Facebook page at MVHS Mandarin Club.
Hey, another thing we can talk about is if you guys gotta know everything at Mountain View, you know, want to hear about these cool clubs and stuff, go subscribe to the Oracle, dude. Great place to learn and find out about your school and all upcoming events. Maybe some school drama you didn't even know about. Dude, what do you think about that, Alan? What do you think about the Oracle?
I can't comment.
That's too bad, dude.
No, our very own caster is a co-editor-in-chief with his girlfriend Netta.
Alright, take that off the stream. Alright, we're redacted. Moving on.
Alright, guys, press 1 if you want Darren off the stream. Blaming people making
Yeah, okay, wait, that's the last straw.
Yeah, press 1.
Everything Darren said is not true. Whatever he said is not true.
Yeah.
But you know what? By the way, if you do join Mandarin Club, which we were talking about earlier, I know Darren. You know Darren's in it. It doesn't mean you have to interact with them. Just saying. You can just chill with Alan and I while we eat some fried
What are you
rice.
talking about? If you guys kick me up the stream, I'll quit Mandarin. I'll do the unthinkable.
And what? Quit Mandarin Club? Doesn't make the club better though.
But you guys look at my house, dude. Come on.
Nah, man. The Love Mansion's always open. What do you think about that start, dude? Red buff, no smite on the start, topside rain guard, even on a solo.
Yeah, really interesting actually.
Oh, coming out level 2.
The level 2.
This is the Sonic Wave, but I don't think he could have followed that up with a Resonating Strike either way.
2 flashes, that was very worth it. Oh, and Muffin and Russ going in, quick trade.
I think it's Muffins R Us.
Oh, Muffins R, my bad. Oh, like Toys R Us. Okay.
Yeah, except it's Muffin.
I got that, dude. But it's all good. Trying to let
You sure?
Why did you pass the gun? Oh wait, a hook coming out. Oh, who gets the
Oh
blue
wow,
light?
gets the Hunter
Hunter
Killer with
Killer
the
gets
better
the blue
side.
light.
Storm Raider's procced. Narrowly misses the upgraded E.
Oh, well,
Rice
what is
getting
Rice
caught
doing?
out.
Rice getting
Rice
hyped.
caught out. Passive shield pops. First blood goes over. But it looks like red team's actually going to get the better end of this trade. Oh, but a nice flash from Mucho Rojo and no flash to follow from either of red side.
Now it seems like who did that red buff go to? I think that's very important. It went to the Rengar. An important thing about that Rengar kill, Rengar getting the kill there, that means he gets an early stack on his Bone Tooth necklace. For those of you that don't know in the chat, Bone Tooth necklace gives you bonus AD for each unique champion kill you get on the enemy team.
And one really...
Yeah. Oh no, you're good.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Oh
interrupt.
no, man, you're good. It's gonna increase his jungle speed, man. He's gonna be able to counter jungle this Lee Sin. It's already down a kill, forced to go boot some speed early. This Rengar can control the game now.
Yeah, one really
I
interesting.
have to say something. I think
Yeah,
you look at the chat. You look at the
Oh
chat.
wow, and going hard on Rice. Rice gets caught out again
Oh, this
by the
Maokai
Maokai
support,
W.
Maokai support,
Yeah.
interesting pick, but it puts in work there. I'm liking it.
Really interesting that mid lane is actually being dominated by Katarina, despite having the early roam and being down a level.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just a massive misplay from Rice. He really needs to work on his positioning.
I don't know. You know what hypocrisy is, right?
You mean hypocrisy?
Oh, there we
If it was
go.
hypocrisy, then
Hypocrisy.
wait, but I don't get your point, Alan. because as we can see there,
Yeah, I
stepped
can
up
explain.
in front
So,
of the tier 2 turret, which are
Can you
other
explain what
cast.
hypocrite is to me? I have no idea what hypocrite
so
is.
oh, it's just okay. Actually, chooses not to follow up with a flash. Maybe if he had a crit there, he could have taken out Physic.
Maybe
so
he had a hypocrite, see?
The viewer that actually messaged me telling me it was a joke was none other than the one Darren is currently talking trash about. Interesting. Yeah, I think he actually is. The Sonic Wave lands. Brendan might get one back. Does not find it. Actually forced to miss an entire wave of CS. Maybe 2.
Alright.
Oh, nice hook from Rice.
Sorry about that.
Seals
We had to
the
deal
deal.
with some technical
Yeah.
difficulties there and fix Darren's mic, but we're back.
Oh, wait, the slideshow's back up again.
Okay, what do you
what?
think about this purchase from Shaco? Kindle Gem first, I'll listen. I've never seen that, but hey, he had a unique build last game. What do you think it's going into? Knight's Vow or Black Cleaver?
I think a Black Cleaver.
I think it's the Black Cleaver.
Yeah, that's not personally using you always.
He's got
That's a really interesting first item, and I don't think it's that
Academy
effective.
going in.
Yeah, Katarina actually tagged by the Echo ulti. Looks like Echo might go down for it, but a nice solo kill there.
Another bone tooth stack.
I think shoutouts to DayZ to educating people in the chat, because one person said, "Where is Mountain View High School?" and then Justin very nicely responded. Justin really educating the viewers here that are out of state.
Shoutouts to them.
For those of you who don't know, Justin is the MVHS esports team's organizer, I believe? Manager. So really a lot of wisdom coming out from his mouth.
Except for his gameplay. Don't listen to that knowledge.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I think Justin is, really good AD carry. Very efficient.
Oh wow.
Oh, is
Hunter
Rengar
Killer actually gonna get caught out here.
Oh no, he's out of there, man.
Oh,
What
Hunter
a play
Killer!
by Hunter Killer.
I think that was the only way he could have possibly gotten out of that situation. Maybe still will go down, but definitely worth it for.
But they end up burning exhaust and like a lot of time on the Maokai support. That was
Definitely.
How many
Also, if you noticed, Armor Toadie's down 2 levels here in the bot lane. I think he's got 2 kills. Definitely a standout player, so he can probably turn it around. But it's still a little bit worrisome. Actually gets a pick onto Rice, but because Callisto's level 6, Rice actually gets ulted away. Do you know if taking damage while in Callisto ult actually deals damage? Because it looked like Armor Toadie used the expunge while Blitzcrank was traveling in.
Yeah, on travel in and out, you can still take damage. But when you're inside the Callisto, you can't take damage.
I think a really big thing for this game is
coming out
the
first
jungle
in the mirror. Hang on. That's
Actually,
gonna be
Callisto with the better CS. Oh, it looks like a kill.
Yeah, how many stacks is that on that Rengar? 3 bone tooth stacks? Let's check how much AD he has real quick.
Why could they call him a high eco?
Actually, Hunter Killer is playing really well, like a true hunter of the jungle.
Really able to use his gold. I wish I heard the jungler right now for the team.
I hope, I really wish that we had a jungler on our team that was really good. Well, with all that gold.
That's true.
Press 1 if you want to kick Darren from the commentating staff again. Like, we down to do it. Just flaming me. Come on.
That's very true. Sometimes it depends on the team, but sometimes it's really important to invest in your jungle. Definitely a carry lane. Definitely someone with a lot of impact.
But I forget who, but somebody once said that junglers that good. They don't have that much impact in the game.
I mean, that's only when you play. I don't get what you're trying to say.
I think somebody said that. I mean, it's a very controversial opinion that junglers have a less pressure on the map than a support.
Well, it doesn't look like either Lee Sin or Ren.
Chris, could you comment?
Hey, Darren. I don't know what that statement applies to the junglers that don't gank and power.
It doesn't look like either Lee Sin or Rengar have over 9,000 gold this game, but
Hey man, once you hit that 9,000 gold cap, you get them.
Could you elaborate on that?
What? Oh, want to be real? Basically, the current jungler for the team is not allowed to have more than 9k gold.
Oh, Echo actually takes the ult back. I think he was gonna survive there.
I don't know actually. I think Ignite had 2 ticks left.
No, I think it was just done ticking. Oh, maybe not. Could be wrong.
Oh well. It's
I've
all
been
right.
wrong in the past.
Hey man, it doesn't matter what happens in the past as long as you're here in the present.
I think yet again, you see Physic or Brendan laning really well, but that also happened last game. I wonder if he's good enough to transfer his lane lead into a game win.
I think we can talk about this. Oh,
Oh, actually looks for the flash kick. A nice play onto Lucas.
That was a sick kick.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely. Oh, but
listen.
Rice getting ulted back as a sacrificial lamb.
Or a sacrificial tree. Oh wait, a robot.
Hey, press 1 again, guys. You never know.
Mucho Rojo looks like a meme lord. Says, I use WTF fast so I lag less than you.
What?
Not that that's a advertisement or product placement.
Oh.
Hey, so I heard that we might have a grudge match against Los Celtas High School soon. I'm actually getting, I think we have some Los Celtas viewers.
Huh? What? Oh,
Jalon said he might tune in.
Look at that.
Jawan? Dude, if Jawan...
I don't think he's in the stream right now, but he...
If the OG Jawan pulls up... I still haven't met Jawan. Shout out to Jawan, dude. He's a real one. If you guys ever need a good...
Oh, Physic going aggressive. Wow.
Fast combo on the
Gets-
Tryndamere, but even when Tryndamere has ult, just not enough...
Yeah,
time.
it's interesting because I'm pretty sure you can Tryndamere ult while stunned, right?
Yeah, but you know, 70 ping, dude, what you gonna do?
Wait, but I thought the blue team had access to WTF fast.
Hey, maybe that's only one person. You never know.
That's absolutely true.
I think, red team is, inching out to a 1k gold lead. This has been a very bloody game so far. 13 kills in both of them.
Ping is
Although
going
that's
out
true.
in the bottom side. Is there gonna be a dive onto Armor?
It looks like a dive onto Armor Toady. Wow, a lot of damage out. Just 100 zeros him. Hunter Killer.
That's
Definitely the MVP so far.
That's a
Yeah,
4-stack Rengar.
I think this game has just been.
Oh, it's gonna be a 5-stack if they get this
Wait,
kill
wait.
onto Mucho Rojo.
Uh,
Or maybe not, actually.
unnecessarily taking turret and almost that.
Yeah, wow. At 12 minutes 30 seconds, we've got a 5-stack Rengar. Looks
He has
like
2,000
Physic actually getting engaged on in the top lane. Doesn't find the kick back.
He is 2,000. Rengar is 2,000 gold.
Oh, definitely. I think that it's both part of Rengar being ahead and Lee Sin just playing like a low econ jungler here. It's for our viewers out there, it's pretty hard to amass a gold advantage without a jungle item because it's just so much harder to clear, which means you rely a lot on successful ganks. Yeah, I'm actually interested to see how this game turns out objective-wise.
Very interesting. Yeah, I think in general this has been definitely the Rengar trend. Oh, they try to pull up Melissa. Yeah.
Oh man, a nice engage onto Alkite there. Looks like he wasn't WTF fast enough to get away.
Oh, really good roam by
Yeah, that's a 5-stack Rengar.
by the
guys.
Blitzcrank, but yeah, again, this Rengar is just he's snowballing out of control.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
5-stack
think
Rengar.
Blue Team needs to slow down the game to make sure that they don't.
Okay, Armor Toady making a really good strategic decision here to back off the minion wave. Looks like there was a roam coming for him.
Dang,
Wow.
flex on him with Champion Mastery 5. I see you, Armor Toady.
Yeah, I mean, our Tony are a distinguished player, also a hard slug diamond player.
Press 1 people. Oh, Physic.
Oh,
Oh, Flash comes out from Tryndamere.
He may not have needed it because he just healed, but it was good to be safe anyway.
I guess, but it looks like this top tier is still gonna fall if Tryndamere stays here.
Yeah, and Trinity doesn't have all in a lot of danger here. Actually gonna be Physic doesn't go for that last auto.
Man, is he
Interesting
BMing?
play.
Or is he having some mercy? What a great person, man. Getting trash talking. What a shame.
I mean, in general, you look at, you know, Physic has a 40 CS on this tournament.
And I actually I'm not really seeing where this blue team's gonna scale up. They've got a lot of strong late game champions, but it seems to be counteracted by the availability of assassins on the red team.
Ooh, this Katarina getting push on.
Oh.
A really nice play by Magma.
Where's our play-by-play casting?
Yeah.
I think we could have hyped that one up a little more.
Oh, sorry, I had to mute for a second. We back.
Oh, a nice play by...
Right.
Okay.
Oh, and that echo's gone. This Rengar is the MVP so far. If you went
it was originally a 1-for-0 for blue team, but they're very greedy. I just say, making it a 2-for-1. And now red team has a 6,000k gold lead.
What do you think the plan is next for red team? Baron's not up, but I think Herald's a good option. Try to siege down that tier 1 turret.
Wait, I think maybe on a death coming up, we can maybe we can run some of their voiced comms on the stream.
Sure.
Sort of. What's that segment that LCS?
Oh, mic check. Oh, looks like we're going in here on the Echo. Echo with no ultimate just goes down. That Rengar and Katarina too much damage in the lockdown from Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
Actually, Twitch popping the ulti there to go aggressive onto Kalista. Kalista can't fire back. Twitch is forced to back off because they have very little vision in their bot side jungle.
How hard is Physics gonna go for this kill?
Yeah, Physics popping the ulti goes hard on Trinimir. Trinimir ults, goes aggressive, but I think a little foolishly because Physics turns back, gets the ulti off. Trinimir goes down in the 1v1 top lane. The hook onto
Malachi. Oh, he's just gone. Does that mean an open mid turret? What do you guys think? Oh,
a fancy feat by Lucen to get out of that one, but it looks like they're gonna lose a lot of pressure for it.
And I think a really big thing in this game is that you not pop off like you did on Zaya. And I think this really shows his discomfort on
Hey guys, let's have a new poll in the chat. Press 1 if you think Caitlyn's pretty bad.
I think it's definitely difficult to pop off on Twitch against the team comp he's faced against. I think he's playing it very well.
Rengar, Katarina, Riven.
But
which is gonna pop faster than a Caitlyn in this meta.
But at the same time, Armor totally got some very strong lane lead last game. You know, really not the same.
Look out from Rice. Can Shaco get out of it? Yes, he can. W's to award. But Rengar going to onto the Valkyrie. Blast cone is up. Oh, unfortunately.
Oh, it looks like Twitch is actually gonna get the
Armor totally
worst end of this. Armor totally gets
over the wall.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Twitch had nowhere to go, got collapsed on 3 sides, had to flash over and take the 1v1 with Rengar.
Become almost. I think Armor totally. I think.
Looks like red team's camping a warded bush.
They'll get caught by the red team.
This looks so far to be a pretty one-sided game. I'm not sure how blue team can come back for this, but there's always hope with players such as Magma Fool, What's Up, Shaco, Armor Toady, and Mucho Rojo.
What do you think the win condition is for a team fight for the blue team? I think it's either gotta be a hook hitting Shaco.
I think blue team needs to be careful not to get.
Yeah.
Be careful to group and make sure that they don't get caught out one by one.
I think they need vision and need to play off the mistakes. For example, the over-aggressive hook from Rice could have cost the red team if they had gone aggressive, if the blue team had engaged, but they didn't have enough vision to know where the rest of red team was.
I think something that's also going to be needed is you got to get your sides warded when you're sieging up a lane like mid. If Rengar can get in there, your Twitch is one of your main damage dealers right now is just going to get exploded. And then Katarina can just go ham. What do you guys think?
I think when a champion gets exploded,
Yeah, I think it's a really difficult situation because Twitch doesn't power spike for a couple more items.
Halsman and Rengar. Oh, hook hits
Rengar
on
looking
Maokai.
for Rengar looking.
Yeah, Rengar looking for engage, chooses not to go for it. Smart player here.
Maybe just
Never mind.
Oh, goes in. Gets Shaco to half health. Pulls.
Yeah, and a combination of proccing Storm Raider Surge and the movement speed from his passive gets him out there.
Oh, another hook onto neutral row. Too close to the turret to make any big plays there. However, Rengar is on the side. On a ward though, but ready to make a play. But look at top lane. They're just in their own little island. Physics farming it out. Shinra gonna take a reset. Maybe group mid for a quick 5-on-4.
Oh wow.
Good hook, by the way.
Definitely.
Coming out. Will this connect with anyone? It hits.
Oh, I don't
RS.
Rice goes down, so does Katarina there.
That's 2 important kills onto the 2 main
Yeah.
stats of the blue side. If Twitch can scale up, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult for red team to win.
Yeah,
Great defense by.
Well, we come back to the fact that I think if blue team groups up, right, if they have a front to back, I think it's a lot harder for this to catch them.
Definitely great defense there by blue team, especially it didn't look too close in the fight, but Rengar was off to the side, so it definitely had to be played very smartly to not get engaged on. You could call it a close shave, just like never mind.
By Gillette.
I was gonna say something about Darren's haircut, but I just backed off.
Don't do it, dude. Come on.
Darren's haircut. Shout out to Cody's haircut, guys.
Wait, I haven't seen that.
Hairline.
What does that mean?
That's all we're gonna leave it at, hairline. Alright, looks like we're looking at some sort of a 1-3-1 maybe? But Rengar in the enemy jungle waiting for a kill. Oh, finds Chinra. Gonna go for the forward, but Chinra does have ult. Pops Yomu's and ult. Looks like he's out of there. But will he turn back?
Looks like it might be a re-engage on a Trinity are backing in a really dangerous position.
Trinity goes down.
Gets popped. Oh, a nice hook out from.
Still has ult.
But gets ulted out. Yeah, okay, this doesn't look good for Katarina.
But still gets out. What's next for red team?
Oh, and Lee Sin on the top side hits that Sonic Wave, falls with the Resonating Strike. Great play from Lee Sin.
And we're watching different areas. This is gonna be hard to cast. Okay, how about this? Since like we're watching different areas, how about we just do this like Korean casters, and just like
scream,
just say ability names.
Sonic Wave, woo!
Yeah, we just gotta be more hypey.
Ribbon Q.
Can you please say it correctly?
Key strike, is it?
Oh.
Wait, that's her W.
That's her W, man. Come on.
Broken wings.
Did you look that up?
Yeah. Press 1 if you think Darren will that ability name. Alright, let's talk builds again.
See, there's no ones in the chat.
Alright, well, let's talk builds again. I think an interesting build we can start on is Rice's build. He has the H's, has Talisman, but where's the Sightstone? He's got a yellow trinket, but...
Wait, didn't you hear it? Now it's customary to flame your support if they buy Sightstone.
Oh,
waste of stat.
Wait, but isn't that with Ardent Censored?
Wait, I actually recall a game where Rice went Blitzcrank top lane and actually went with a similar build.
Oh yes, I remember. That game did not end well, but the pick was not terrible.
Really? I remember something different.
Looks like we're going for a Baron here. Kalista and a really fed Rengar. This should be a walk for the red team. And no wards, double pinks. Trinity bot lane. This is gonna be
double the vision control.
Yeah, they got good vision control for no Sightstone and no sweeps. What do you think you do with red team? I think you maybe go 1-3-1.
I totally agree. I think you abuse the fact that you're just much stronger than them and try not to go for a 5v5 where Twitch with good positioning can turn it around.
Oh, but a hook onto Arbitrary. Arbitrary goes down, unfortunate. Getting hit by that Rengar before.
I regret speaking.
Is
I think I jinxed that
curse?
one.
Come on, man.
Caster curse, but...
I think in general, since the red team's up 10k gold, really how they
You cut out there.
I think they can.
Flash? Wait. I
Did I
missed
see a flash burn there? That was kind of
Yeah, I
interesting.
saw a flash. I don't know what he just find. Maybe a Sonic Wave? It's a kick. I don't know. Oh, a fighting going in on the mid lane. Are they gonna go into Maokai? Looks like a no. But Shinra brought the half health. Oh, is Riven gonna go for
Yeah,
the
it's really
Shinra
interesting.
ult popped and Riven's just gonna back.
Actually,
up.
Riven up 3 levels and almost about 70 CS, but not up a lot of kills. Looks like Riven could be sitting on that. Action in the mid lane.
Twitch ult pop. Nice disengage from the red team. And it seems like Riven is gonna get this top turret. Mountain Dragon is up. What's the plan?
Oh my god! Actually, chooses
and
not to
Armator
go
just
hard
gets
for that
almost
kill.
deleted.
Oh, flash by the least.
Unfortunately.
I think it really a strategic play to scare Hunter Killer 128 off there.
I think Mountain Dragon is a good option here when having your Kalista and your Rengar so far ahead. But Kalista's just gonna solo it out. Take their jungle camps. No catch-up EXP is happening this game.
Could you explain what catch-up EXP is?
Catch-up
I think
EXP,
we can.
I think it's very interesting mechanic that allows people who are unfortunately behind in the game to catch up to the opposing jungler. And
But what is it exactly? Please explain to the less educated viewers like this.
so basically, if you have a jungle item, like let's say Hunter Machete or one of the upgraded things like Skirmish or Saber, you get this special bonus experience. Yeah, and it's based off like the levels you're down or so, I'm pretty sure, and like from that it grants you bonus experience to catch up to other people, which I think is very interesting, which makes this a very good tank meta in the competitive scene. But Riven going in, ooh,
so you're saying, so you're saying like jungle, especially tank jungle.
tank junglers and also very supportive junglers like Ivern, Nidalee, and Nunu are pretty decent in this meta. Ooh, kick going out from Shackle onto the Blitzcrank, not going down yet. Oh, goes down to the Proto Belt. What's Blue Team's next move? Oh, Muffin are us going in, but Riven with the flank. Muffin R does not go down. Echo ulting back. Rengar ult going in and diving the Maokai. Looks like this is a sure kill. This might be the game though for red team.
Yeah, I actually really like this Rengar build. Chooses not to go full damage, which I think is smart because he's already ahead enough to 100-0 anyone. Are all the casters at the same point in the stream? Is it 27:42 for everyone?
Oh, I'm like 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, because I think that last fight was. I wasn't saying anything because I thought it was a little.
Yeah,
I didn't want to spoil what was gonna happen, but I already saw some of the stuff before it was said. Hit speed up. The plus.
Oh. Okay, we're good. Thanks, Alan. Alright, now we're back on track. Not much happening though in that 2-second delay or so.
Yeah, looks like red team's gonna go for a reset here. Oh, maybe not. Cancels their recalls. Thinks they're far enough ahead just to force it down.
Rice is very out of position here, I think. 2 on 3. Let's see how strong this Riven is. Oh no, but there's Rengar. Decent kick coming out, but it's a 2-man knockup from the Riven.
Actually,
And
a really
and Twitch going down here.
really heroic play there from the Lee Sin to not only tank the Blitzcrank hook, but then to kick Rengar away. It ends up being for nothing because they just have enough damage to power through Lee Sin anyway, but...
Steamrolling through their team.
Muffins are us looking to go in, maybe. No daggers on the ground, but this should be an easy siege for the red team, seeing how 2 heroes are down.
I actually think Hunter Killer was a standout player this game.
Oh, Rice going down, unfortunately. The Muffins RS is going to go in, gets the reset. Can he get another?
Yeah, finds the kill onto Maokai.
I don't know, not think this is going to be a triple kill. Rick safely gets the fountain with his ultimate. Alright guys, let's... Oh, A little bit of a dive going from
Oh.
Physic onto Armatori. However, that fountain regen
Oh.
keeping him alive.
Physic canceling an auto.
Okay, guys. Let's talk MVP. I think it's got to be Hunter Killer.
I definitely think so, and
Yeah.
I think this kid has a bright future ahead with the MVHS esports team that we.
Well, Lee Sin on that early invasion, the Lee Sin, Rengar able to quickly capitalize on it, getting an early bone tooth and just snowballing his lead.
Physic asks in chat, MVHS esports club, are we playing again?
No bueno.
You guys are willing to play.
I gotta go. I had to go last game.
Our stream manga.
We're getting a request to look at the damage graph before you head out.
Oh, for sure. I got like a little. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna do something really quick.
Yeah, there are some surprising numbers.
This was surprising. I think
I think Callista
damage
didn't have a lot of
okay,
damage. However, her impact with her ultimate able to save.
Yeah, that's definitely
Ryze.
true. I think it's a tough thing because Rengar was just blowing them up so quickly that Kalista didn't have a chance.
I honestly
to
thought
deal with
Rengar would
them.
have the most damage. It looks like Physic and Riven came out with the most damage, 2k more than that insane Rengar. Must have to be doing with a lot of skirmishing in the top lane with the Tryndamere. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's check some other stats. What else do you want to look at, chat? Go get. Let's look at damage taken. That tank Lee Sin. I don't know if that is a tank. What do you think? That's like a. I think that's a normal Lee Sin build outside of not going warrior. So like a bruiser build, but taking the most damage, really soaking it up, and then vision score, one that Darren loves. Mucho Rojo leading in vision score with a score of 20. Did he have sweeper that game? Yes, he did. Okay.
wow, dude.
Wow. Only sweeper in the game. Alright. I think we're signing off.
From wait, crap, what was it? From us and the entire live broadcasting.
Yeah, okay, thanks for tuning in to the MVHS Esports Tryout stream. We'll see you guys again next time when we stream tournaments and more.
Make sure to join our Discord. I'll post the link right now in the chat. Hang on, guys. Please make sure you join.
Thank you for tuning in for the MVHS Esports Tryouts.
Please
I already
join
said that,
the
Darren.
Discord. Thank you. If you're
Make
not-
sure to follow this. Make sure to follow the Twitch so that you get announcements from when we go live again.
Oh yeah, and also, hang on. One more thing you guys should hit us up on. Make sure you like our Facebook page. I'll post that in the chat, and as well as our Twitter. Give us a follow on Twitter. Shout out to
Thank you
Olive
for
Garden
tuning in
Man.
for the MVHS Esports Tryout stream.
Hang on, I'm gonna put some more.
And
Alright.
thanks to all who tried out for the team. Great job to everyone. Great games played today.
Alright,
Results will come out in like 2 weeks.
2 to 1 weeks.
Hopefully.
Okay. Alright, I think that wraps it up. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for tuning in to the NBA.
Signing off your casters.